Hey guys, this is one of our most successful plays. It's called front pivot back X. I actually stole this play from Murray Robbins and his Under Armour team, but have used it on a couple of my teams, and it's a very successful play. So this is front pivot back X. So again, we're going to attack the defense on 3 levels, and we're going to have a lot of crossing routes going on and a lot of rub routes going on. So we'll work against both zone and man. It's going to fool the defense into thinking the play is in the middle of the field, but we're actually attacking the outside of the field. So what we're going to do here, front pivot just means the front 2 receivers, the red and blue, are going to run a 2-step corner, right, and then a 3 route across. So 23 route or pivot route. 2-step corner in. The stack receivers here are going to run 1-step slants, or look like an X through the middle of the field. Okay. And the center is going to run a drag route. So what the quarterback's looking for here is this is going to create 2 natural rub routes here. Since the back guys are running just a 1-step route, that's a pretty quick route. And this route is 2 steps here, 2 steps here, and then probably 3 steps to get here. So that's a 7-step route to get there. If you're one of these front receivers, that should create time while you're running this, right, to then duck right in behind this slant that's just going by. And so any of these zone defenders are not going to be able to jump the route. You should be free and clear to get the ball right here underneath that slant, that purple running a slant. You're coming underneath. Same is true on this side. As red is running this pivot, it gives time orange to get through here. Even if your man's going to rub off here. If it's in zone, he's not going to be able to run through that route to get you in time, and that frees you up underneath on the red route, on that pivot, okay? Green, usually we have center running some kind of rub route. Here it's just a quick drag route, 1 step and across. And for an undisciplined defense, this actually is going to be primary receiver, because it's open almost every time and actually turns into a surprisingly long gainer. If we don't have that, we're probably going to have this middle route, these 2 pivots coming off the slant rubs, underneath those rubs. Sorry, my field's running away here, as option 2. If that's not open, we're probably going to have one of these 2 deep routes on the X open. So we've got a lot of levels. Now let me show you why this play works, and to do that, it's best to look at it from a defensive perspective. So let me get these lined up. Okay, so what the defense is going to see on this route, they're going to see the center coming out. They're going to see the red running this pivot. They're going to see the back coming in on the slant. They're going to see this purple coming in on a slant. They're going to see blue coming in, right? So from the defense's perspective, everything is moving inside, okay? And if this defender, right, follows all that motion inside, this is going to be wide open and be able to turn that up. And that was probably the most successful play in Under Armour last year. That was almost always open. Defense almost never had the discipline to cover the center or ignore the rest of this motion to the inside and cover the out, okay? So that's almost there. If it's not, we got a lot of natural picks going across here, right? As I said earlier, we've got these pivots picking under there to get open. We've got these 2 slant routes crossing each other, which is a natural pick or rub. And then if these guys continue their pivot routes crossing, there's another rub there. So we have a lot of rub routes going on. We have a lot of misdirection. It's just a lot the defense has to be very disciplined for one of those routes not to break open.